Have you ever questioned who your neighbor truly is? Today, we delve into a timeless tale that might just provide the answer. This story, known as the parable of the Good Samaritan, is a profound teaching from the Christian Bible, specifically from the book of Luke, chapter 10, verses 25 to 37. In this narrative, a lawyer approaches Jesus, testing him by asking, "What must I do to inherit eternal life?" Jesus responds with a question, "What is written in the law? How do you read it?" The lawyer, well-versed in the scriptures, replies, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength, and with all your mind, and your neighbor as yourself." Jesus approves his answer, but the lawyer, seeking to justify himself, asks, "And who is my neighbor?" To answer, Jesus shares the parable of the Good Samaritan. A man is traveling from Jerusalem to Jericho when he falls into the hands of robbers. They strip him, beat him, and leave him half dead by the roadside. A priest happens to pass by, but instead of helping, he crosses the road to avoid the injured man. Later, a Levite, another respected figure, does the same. But then, a Samaritan, a person who is often despised by the Jews, comes along. He sees the man, has compassion on him, treats his wounds, puts him on his own animal, and takes him to an inn to care for him. In the eyes of the world, it was the priest and the Levite who were expected to help. They were the religious elites, the ones considered righteous. But in this parable, it's the Samaritan, the outsider, the one least expected, who demonstrates true neighborly love. Jesus then turns to the lawyer and asks, "Which of these three, do you think, proved to be a neighbor to the man who fell among the robbers?" The lawyer responds, "The one who showed him mercy." Jesus concludes by telling the lawyer, "Go and do likewise." This parable, at its core, is a lesson on the essence of true neighborliness. It's not about who lives next door or who shares our beliefs, ethnicity, or social status. It's about showing mercy and kindness to anyone in need, regardless of their background. This story challenges us to redefine our boundaries of love and compassion, to extend beyond our comfort zones, and to be good Samaritans in our own lives. The Good Samaritan didn't just see the wounded man, he took action. He didn't just feel compassion, he showed it. This parable invites us not only to feel but to act, not only to sympathize but to help, not only to see a neighbor but to be one. So, who is your neighbor? Maybe it's time to look beyond the confines of your immediate surroundings. Maybe it's time to be a good Samaritan to someone in need. Remember, it's not always the ones expected who prove to be a neighbor, but the ones who show mercy. So, go and do likewise.